You okay? I'm on this side. It feels a bit weird.
Yeah, we swap sides. How's this doing for your OCD?
What do you think of the dynamic? How's it working for you? The Reds are playing tonight.
The Reds are
Friday night football.
Yeah, everyone's being dead positive about it, so can I throw a negative slant in?
If you want, mate.
My negative slant is, if you don't get the Anfield Wrap newsletter, which you don't all do, and I haven't worked out how you sign up, which is not great, is it? But I had a little mini rant in that, but I was serious as well. I mean, my serious point was that it's great that it's 30 quid this season, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's saving people, you know, probably about 400 quid across the stretch of the season if you go on every game and stuff. But I still think TV companies are taking the piss about kick-off times. I mean, Friday night football, in theory, sounds great. Like, you know, you get to watch the footy, you get to have a bevy, all that sort of thing. But if you're a regular match goer, like today, so John is going, and like he's got to shoot off
as soon as we finish this video,
basically, and of course
because the trains are here. The trains are all over the show. Yeah.
There's been all kinds of madness on the trains.
I was going to say, I was going to use a swear word. The trains are effed.
Yeah, but I mean, what is it like? It's a good couple of 100 miles at least, isn't it, to London? I'm not very good at geography. Don't rip me about that.
280, I think.
Yeah, so there you go, nearly 300 then. So it's far, is my point. And like, you know, people have got to take time off work. Perhaps book hotels down there, you know, all this sort of thing. And it just seems to me that, you know, the people at the top, Sky, Premier League, clubs, all that, there's very little consideration for fans. I mean, last season was ridiculous, wasn't it? Going to Norwich for an 12:30 or whatever it was.
Yeah, look, I really like Friday night football, and it's quite old school as well. You got to remember, it's not a new thing. Like when TV first started in the 80s, really, which is when, you know, they started showing league games live. Anyway, Friday night football was kind of a big thing. So there's, you know, it's not like a new thing. People are reminiscing, and
I think it's good.
I just wish they'd maybe looked at how far people have to travel, and it's the same for Monday nights. I think it's exactly the same for Monday nights. You know, BBC had us going to Exeter on that Friday, didn't they? And I thought that was ridiculous. And
well, we played Oldham on a Friday night, didn't we, in the FA Cup? That's fine. Oldham's not far. So everyone can get from Oldham to Liverpool to go to the game after work in time for the kick-off, using public transport, and probably do the same back again. But if you're doing it like one end of the country to the other, I just think surely the solution is they draw some kind of circle and say, you know, let's say, you know, over, I don't know, 60, 70 miles, we don't put two, you know, if the teams are 70 mile apart, that's okay. Any further, we don't do it. You know what I mean? Or by all means, put a game on a Friday night or on a Monday, but just have some consideration about the people who go. That's all my point is, and I went into more detail in the newsletter. And Friday night football, by the way, I always like to give a little shout. It doesn't happen anymore. It's a bit of a shame. Tranmere Rovers used to be great on a Friday night when they were flying and trying to get in the Premier League instead of being at the top of non-league like they are now. But yeah, Friday night, Pat Nevin, John Aldridge, Gary Stevens, Johnny Morrissey, Kenny Irons. Anyway, should we talk about the lads?
You've watched some crap football, you have. All over Merseyside, if it's crap, Robbo's there. Crap and a bit moody, Robbo's there.
I like it.
The Reds. I want to talk about Joe Matip. He's been in the news a little bit over the last 24 hours. He swerved Cameroon for the Africa Cup of Nations. He says, new club, new league. He wants to concentrate on Liverpool this season. I think he's had a bit of a falling out with the manager as well, but that's the party line on it. And he's also... Someone asked him about Costa and a separate thing. He said, don't care what people say about me or say to me during the game. Just ignore him, just get on with it. He's boss, isn't he? Yeah,
he seems good, doesn't he? Good start to his Liverpool career so far. And, like, you know, everyone's rightly saying, well, him v Costa and all that. And he's basically like, lad, bothered. Which I like the cut of his jib. Obviously, it could all fall on his head if something goes mad tonight, but let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was good. There's a big interview with him in the Telegraph, I think it is. Today, worth a read. Also worth a read, by the way. Did you read Barrett's piece on Sturridge?
Coming on to that, yeah,
sorry,
very good.
Mate,
no, it's all right, it's okay.
It's really good.
Yeah, really good. I mean, there's quite a bit going around. There's something Dominic King did for the Daily Mail about Firmino, which I put on our Twitter, I think, last night. Because I dip into the social media every now and again, mate, you know what I mean?
I saw that. And Rob's broke the internet.
Oh, yeah, Rob, yeah.
Rob's broke the internet, yeah. All these nice things we've established, all these links with like other clubs so that we can talk to them about their team and all that. He's just burnt them all by absolutely ripping into Chelsea and their fans in his preview. And at the moment, right now on Twitter, loads of City fans are tweeting it, loads of Chelsea fans are tweeting it. I'm having to moderate like hell on our website because of some of the abuse that's coming in. So yeah, well in, Rob. it's an interesting approach to a match preview to call Chelsea what he calls them.
I think for Rob as well to do preview Liverpool for Chelsea and manage to upset Man City. I think that's
he's done well there. He's done really well there. I mean,
he just dragged another club in as well.
Basically, doesn't even talk about the game. Just has a chat about, like, you know, his mate getting buttered by some fella in Chelsea. And it's like, you know, I got it yesterday and I just thought, do I put this up? And then I just thought, well, it's Gutman, isn't it?
Yeah.
People like his previews. People like his style. I mean, ultimately as well, like, being serious, it's for Liverpool fans. You know, it's a site for Liverpool fans. And loads of people enjoyed Rob's piece because that's how they feel about Chelsea as well. And that's kind of the point of his previews. He's he pours out his heart on it, doesn't he? Rather than being all like, well, how might Klopp line up?
But the thing is, Rob's like a big kid when it comes to football as well. And that's if you actually read it, he's gone, Chelsea and City come in and spent loads of money and it's not fair because Liverpool can't win the league. That's what he's saying, like a big kid. And like, you know, so sound.
People like it. And to be honest, you know, we're getting slaughtered by other fans. And what? Boys?
So there you go. So that's the insert. The middle bit we call and what. Footy tonight. He's got a bit of a selection thing, hasn't he? The Coutinho was a star there last year. Might not play. You know, Sturridge. I thought the Barrett thing was very good on Sturridge, but you know, talking about how he's adapted, he thinks a bit of tough love might have helped Sturridge, but then Sturridge might not necessarily play, even though he played really well. Feels like 4 into 3 doesn't necessarily go when someone's going to miss out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what Barrett was saying as well, wasn't it? That, you know, the time was not so long back where if Sturridge wasn't in the side, it almost seemed like everyone went, well, we haven't got a match winner. And now all of a sudden we seem to have quite a few match winners. We've got Mane, we've got Firmino, Coutinho's thrown in with some goals as well, obviously top scorer in his own career last season, so quite a few of them now capable of winning the game and sort of not that over-reliance on Sturridge that there once was. I mean, what would you go with? I mean, I guess some of it I think boils down to almost these little stereotypes that still go around. So I mean, you know, why don't you pick Sturridge tonight? Well, the first thing I hear people saying is, oh well, work rate, and he doesn't like pressing and all this. But I thought he worked quite hard against Leicester.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was dropping deep. You saw him, you know, getting around the pitch. He wasn't in just sort of one place, sulking with his hand up, asking for the ball. He was doing work. Yeah,
no, definitely. You know, he was running channels and he's all over the pitch. I think it sort of depends maybe how much you have the ball. I won't be surprised if he doesn't go with Sturridge. I don't think Sturridge after 60 off the bench is the worst option in the world anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes with the free, just because he seems to favour that away from home against the big team. So I think he'd go for that. But
what about the Firmino revelation in his interview that he used to play at the back?
Centre half till he was 18. I just can't see it.
I can't get my head around that.
I can't see it at all.
Imagine it. Cruyff turning people and
yeah,
Megan people and all.
I like
that.
the way he had to go at full-back, and then they obviously decided he was a bit too rough and tumble for full-back, so put him at centre-half. Till he was 18. I don't know, I think he
I'll tell you what, imagine the day when Roberto Firmino's centre-half for Liverpool.
It could happen, couldn't it? Lucas Leiva. Could happen. Yeah, there we are. That was a bit of a mad one. The other thing to look out for today, obviously, the other fella in off front three we love at the moment, Mane. Carragher's done a bit of a thing with him, our mate Jamie. It's going to be on tonight on the show, but apparently he's knocking around already. Ollie's seen it. Ollie the work experienced lad. So he said it's quite funny, and apparently Carragher beats Mane in a race, which is, you know, yeah. So I don't know whether Mane was going easy on him, like you do with the kids. But
yeah, I had 2 foot the kids.
Show them how to slide tackle in your quads.
Yeah. This is it. With my jumbo quads.
Yeah. So there you are. So that's all the news today, I think. So up the Reds, wherever you watch it tonight, get out with your mates and all that, enjoy it. Where are you going to watch it?
I'm just going to watch it in ours, to be honest. I'm skint. I'm going to Derby on Tuesday, so that's my next trip. Sean's coming. So that's a side.
To yours?
No, to Derby.
I was going to say, that's next level.
That's a bit weird, isn't it? No, he's coming to Derby with me. So no, just in ours tonight.
I hope he's charged his phone.
Sure. I know, he has to do with social media.
Exactly. Boss, alright, so we'll leave it there.
Yeah, and Lala at Man United.
Yeah.